When people talk about deportation, they think it ends at the airport. But for many, that's where the suffering actually begins. Watch this.
Girl, this the kitchen right here where people cook. You probably can't see it good. This the kitchen, girl. And girl, let me show you the bathroom. This where you take a shower at. And let me show you where you use the bathroom at. You see that hole? Okay. Now, this where this young lady and her son, she pregnant. She let me stay until I can get out of here or get on my feet. Look. Girl, look. This her son. We all sleep on one bed. Life is hard up here, girl. This shit is crazy.
Hi guys, so before I start this video, I do want to share with you guys that this is more of the intimate side of my content. And I ask that you guys please be kind if you guys leave a comment. Please keep in mind that this is somebody's home and this is how people still live in 2025. Now, before I go any further with the video, I do want you guys to know that I did ask for permission before recording. I don't want anyone to feel like I'm invading their privacy or I'm only trying to show the negative side of my pueblo. This is just a gentle reminder that people still live like this in 2025. When we first migrated to the United States 28 years ago, I was only 5 years old, and I do remember a lot of these things still being the same. I remember us not having access to a restroom and having to shower outside with buckets of water. I think I spent so many years of my life thinking that I would never be back home. And now that I'm here, it does make me sad to see that if I want to give my kids a future here, I have to start from scratch with literally nothing. And although I did make the decision to go to a bigger city, it does make me sad to see that these places just get abandoned like this. I hope this is a good reminder for the people that are in the United States that are undocumented to let them know that you still have a place back home. And you should always have a plan B. You don't want to be left in a situation like I am, where I literally have nothing and I have to start from scratch. I've had a very humbling experience living here for the last 4 months, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed my videos and come along with me on this journey after deportation. In this video, you can see my Tío Pedro walking. In the far end, the brown house is what used to be my grandparents' house. The white house is where my Tío Pedro currently lives. And this big terreno belongs to my parents. I know that if I decided to stay here, I can create something big and beautiful. But honestly, I'm having a hard time adjusting to life in the pueblo. And I've mentioned to you guys before that the income here is very minimal. And before I end this video, I want to give you a reminder to please be grateful for what you have, because many have less.
Good morning. My name is Joanne. I'm 47 years old. At 5 years old was the last time I was in Haiti. I have lived in U.S. all my life. I was forced to be living back in Haiti due to deportation. My life here is not stable, is uncivilized. I'm seeking the community's support and help to relocate to a better place where I can find work, housing, and the basics of life. Anyone that can help me, it would be gladly appreciated. Since being in Haiti, I've suffered from depression and PTSD. I was raped on the first week I got here. There's no security, there's no law, there's no police, there's no government that can help me to be safe. My only way out is if I leave. So please, if anyone out there is hearing this, help me to relocate. Thank you.
These are not movies. These are real life after deportation. No preparation, no support, no safety net. Many of these families left as children. Some grew up entirely in America and now they are expected to survive in a place they barely recognize. And here is the part that people don't like to talk about. After deportation, there is no system waiting for them. Watch this.
I don't know how to begin this video. I usually don't do this. It's not me to really put my business out there on social media or just talk about my life, my private life, but I feel like this time I should, because there's so much going on in this world nowadays. So on November 4th, 2024, I was coming back from Mexico. I had gone to visit some friends and I was crossing back through the bridge legally. I have been a resident for 19 years. And I actually was raised in Texas my entire life. My parents brought me and my brothers, my siblings, to United States when I was 3. And November 4th, I was detained by Homeland Security at the border, and I was never released. I actually just got out from the detention center I was held in Port Isabel, in Texas. I sat there for about 179 days, approximately. And I got deported. I can't really answer why they detained me. It took about 2 months for them to give me any paperwork telling me why I got detained, why I was getting threatened to get deported, etc. I went through several lawyers because the first 2 I paid a couple of $100, and they took my money and I never heard from them again. But after my family helped me get a hold of a good lawyer, I fought and ICE and Homeland Security never bent. They told me I wasn't eligible to be in that country anymore when I've never had any felonies, I've never hurt nobody, I've never been to prison, and all I've done was work my entire life. Since I was 17, I worked, never stopped, not a single day. I worked as a blue-collar boy. Once I hit the age of 19, I was eligible to work, and I started working and paying taxes, and I had children.
The mental damage is heavy. Feeling unwanted everywhere does something to do with a person. At this point, the question isn't politics, it is responsibility. Let's continue with the clip.
In the 6 months I was detained, I met so many guys that were detained and being threatened and that got deported just because we were not U.S. citizens or born citizens in the United States.
My name is Danny. I was deported after 23 years of living in the U.S.
My name is Carlos. I relocated, self-deported, whatever term you want to use, back to Mexico after living in the U.S. for 23 years. You know, the funny part is we both went to the United States in 2001, crossed the border illegally, lived in the U.S. for 23 years, and now we're back in Mexico, in Puerto Vallarta, Jalisco.
For many deported families, life doesn't explode overnight. It slowly collapses. Days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, and the question becomes less about returning to America and more about surviving tomorrow. Some believe deportation is the end of responsibility, that once someone is sent away, the story is finished. Others believe the consequences don't end at the border, that sending people away without support creates a new kind of crisis. Not political, human. This conversation isn't about one country or even one community. It's about what happens after removal and whether dignity should disappear along with paperwork. For many families, deportation means starting over in a place they barely know, with memories of a life they can't return to. So, what should life look like after deportation? Should there be support to help people rebuild? Or does responsibility end the moment the plane lands? These questions are for you, guys. Give respectful opinions on the comment section below. This is life after deportation. And for many families, the hardest part comes after. Thank you for watching this particular episode up to this point. In our next episode, we will handle the rejection after deportation. Kindly give respectful opinions on the comment section. Tell me what you think. And in case you're new on this channel, join our family by subscribing, like the video and comment. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.